safe and sound that I wanna know. From the same place, do we even really wanna know?
Grand Prairie Tower, Cessna 2479 Mike, hold the short runway 18 for South Departure.
Just 2479 Mike, Tower runway 18, cliff takeoff.
18 cliff takeoff, 2479 Mike. Alright, you ready?
Yep, final's clear, runway looks clear.
Let's get out of here.
Alright, we'll fly runway heading and we'll climb and maintain 2,500.
Alright, 2,500. Look at that. High heels come to the ground, and introducing power. Full power. Alright, let's have a look here. Airspeed's coming alive. Temperature, pressure is happy. Move in. 55. And off the ground. Right now. Far right rudder. Off we go.
Alright, whenever you're ready, I can take the controls, you can put the foggles on.
You have the controls.
Alright, my controls.
Bye, beautiful view.
Yep.
Right, put that in there. Buses down there. Alright, I think I'm ready.
Alright, your controls.
Controls. Alright, where are we? Let's have a look. We're flying the bug, 1008. Let's get our nose up just a little bit more because we're still trying to climb. Today's lesson is instruct, instruct, instruct. And also, no death grips. Relax. Enjoy the flight. Food service will begin shortly.
I hope so. I'm hungry.
I got Cliff Bar you can have. Alright, 2002, we're looking 300 more feet and we'll be where we need to be. So again, for me, obviously I'm kind of looking over here with my head on a crooked angle, but just kind of watching the speed. I'm doing my scan, right, my instrument scan, meaning kind of, this area is my primary area that I'm looking at, because this tells me a lot of information, primary and secondary for a lot of things. 2-4, we've got 100 feet to go, so about 50 feet from now, which is
Grand Prairie Tower Land.
We'll start leveling off, pushing the nose over.
Northwest.
I'm going to let her accelerate a second here at this.
550 Kilo Charlie Tower runway 18, cliff takeoff right down.
And then we'll slowly start pulling our power to cruise
Take off
power.
on 8 right down with departure. 0 Kilo Charlie.
There she comes. What I want to do here is, I'm looking at my RPMs where I'm going to set them to. It's going to move a little bit once we get settled, but ultimately, let's push more. I've got to relieve some of this control pressure because right now I'm having to really push on this thing. Our power's set to about 250 there. We'll lose that. Now, since I got over 100 feet, I can actually use the control pressure to get rid of that. She's still climbing. There we go. use a little bit of that, so I'm not fighting it.
Is it you're using a little bit of?
Blend, baby.
Oh, okay.
To help ease those control pressures. Now the altitude should start settling down here. A little bit of rain, huh?
Yeah, a little plain wash.
Plain wash, yeah, I like that. Alright, so there's our altitude. Let's see what she wants to do once we kind of get the where it needs to be. Looking at that power. So landing light can come off. Takeoff checklist, climb checklist. Instruments, landing and taxi lights.
Both off?
Yeah, cool. Power instruments mixture, we're going to set playing around with it to keep this altitude. For a 2002, like I'm having to kind of pull back a little bit here to keep her where she needs to be. If I let go, she kind of wants to down, so we're going to get a little bit nose up. Bit of time and test that out.
Alright, 79er Mike, left turn, heading 140, intercept your course. Where do you?
Looking for 140 on the course, we'll make that left turn. We're looking for standard rate here, standard rate going to be the little magenta line hitting that second line. Obviously the angle is going to depend, it's going to vary, sorry, depending on your speed. The faster you go, the steeper your actual rate turn will be. And this is the intercept. So what we're going to do is going to fly this heading now. You can see looking over here, there's us, there's our course. ATC's giving us a vector angle here to intercept. So we're just going to fly this until the needle starts moving, then we'll kind of correct to line up with it. To 22. Tighten that throttle friction as well in case she's slipping on me. And again, we're about 100 feet off, so we're just going to use some pitch to fix that. There we go, alright. It should tell us as well, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there some, 2.33 miles off course?
Yeah, and it'll show you down at the bottom
cool.
too here, where you know, cross your cross track, so how far off are you from your intercept course? Intercepting courses on here, it's not going to give you that, lead turn,
Yeah,
because
so
it's
I'm
not
going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, so, you just kind of have to use whatever you want to teach. But, I look at the winds right now. We've got a pretty good...
Pushing us over there.
We got a little bit of a headwind, too.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of right to left crosswind, but we got a slight headwind. So in that case, I'm probably not going to start my turn until I'm just about touching the wing of the airplane with that course needle. And that's just because we got that headwind, it's going to be a lower turn to intercept that course. Whereas if that was flipped and we had a 15 wind, then we'd probably want to start that turn a little bit early so we don't overshoot the course.
Sure. Alright, about 100 feet above now, so let's just push that note a little bit. 0.47. Yeah, but heading's looking good, we're just kind of playing with the altitude a little bit, kind of off 100. One 500 foot below.
Still looking for him out there.
Traffic.
I've got him in sight, no factor.
Alright, copy that, no factor. 700 VOR.
You can climb, maintain 3,500.
Okay, so we're going to first of all set our altitude bug, 3,500, turn the big knob there, so we've set our bug, and then we're going to increase power. The right rudder as we do that. Kyle's done here, he's done a lovely thing of making me climb watch altitude as well. Is it just the course?
Sometimes it all works out perfectly.
Sierra to miles south, requesting stay in pattern for touch and go.
98 Sierra Grand Prix Tower, report the down for downwind runway 18.
Report the dam for downwind, runway 18, 5298 Sierra.
Obviously now we'll be looking at my altitude. I'm seeing that course is kind of coming in. Correcting for that. Nice and slow, nothing crazy. Watching my standard rate. I can do a half standard rate if I want to here to kind of work. Since the wind is almost pushing me over there, I'm going to head just this way a little bit longer just to perfectly line the course. 3,000 feet for 3.5. Still need that right rudder. Wheels almost centered. Again, mirrored over here. You can see Ardia in the distance there. At 3.3 for 3.5, 200 to go. Alright, course is pretty much centered here. I kind of fly the diamond like this. There's 3.5. This comes down. We'll bring the power back to our cruise power. Alright, so we'll just get settled in there. Our course is still a little bit to the left there, and that wind, like I said, wants to push us over. Diamond's almost, because the wind's so small, it's almost kind of hidden, isn't it?
Yeah. There's only really one knot of crosswind is what it's, what it's saying.
Yeah.
Alright.
We'll just hold that as best we can.
What we'll do, go ahead and plan after Ardia. Let's do the VOR Alpha and do Foxtrot 41, Ennis.
Foxtrot 41, baby, okay. So, first of all, I'm going to want to make sure I've got my approach up for that. So this is where I got to multitask a little bit, right? So, one of the tips you can do is bring your iPad or whatever you're using for your things in front of your face here. Allows you to still kind of see what you're doing and make sure because it's so easy when you look down for a second to kind of get off course, get off your altitude. So I can see that I'm already a little bit high, so I'm just gonna, that could be because we need a little bit of trim here too. So spicy today. Alright, so I want to go to stroke 41. Booger. Only takes a minute, babe.
Grand Prairie Tower, Cessna 5298 Sierra with information for Alpha reporting dam.
Cessna 5298 Sierra Tower, enter downwind, report base.
Enter downwind, report base, 5298 Sierra.
Alright, looking good. Okay, so we found the airport, go to procedures, approach. Okay, and then we're going to do VOR Alpha. So now we have the plate up. Begin to kind of build this and brief it. What was the other B?
Hold it, bug it, brief it.
Bug it, okay. Alright, so VOR DME Alpha, that basically means that it doesn't bring us within 30 degrees of an actual runway. So it just brings us in the vicinity of the airport, and then we'd have to adjust once we see the runway to line up. So, date is good. 22nd valid until the 21st of March, so we got a good plate. So we need to get the VOR tax. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to set up on here, so it's F Foxtrot 41, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
So I need to go to Procedures, select Approach. I need to change this. Doesn't have a K in it then?
Oh, no K.
Okay, no K. Foxtrot, moving over. I'm going to go to numbers, so I'm going to go backwards. Again, this is nice about having this. Oh, there we go. Alright, and we're going to do...
we'll do Woody. Woody or whatever it is.
Alright, coming back on course here, so I'm going to get that right turn back in. Minimums will turn on. What are my minimums for this one? Minimums are going to be for circling 1,200 for category A, which is us, and approach below 90 knots. So we'll input that now. There we go. The simplest things can become the hardest things when you're 14.8, okay. Load it for now. Just let me know there that I can use my GPS for guidance purposes only. I can't actually use it, so I will need to switch over to the VOR by changing the CDI once we get a little bit closer. So, now we've got that all set up. 2005. 118.975 is our weather.
Imperial Tower, Cessna 5298 Sierra.
Visibility 10. Ceiling 1,000. Overcast. Temperature 13 Celsius. Dew point 8. Altimeter 3027.
Same. Good.
Lancaster Airport. Automated weather observation 1617 Zulu weather wind 100 at 4 visibility 10 ceiling 1,000 overcast temperature 13 Celsius dew point 8 altimeter 3027.
Yeah, there it says Lancaster, right? Because they don't actually broadcast their own weather.
Yep.
So that's the closest one we have to use. Okay, I can see here. So what we can probably do here is make sure that we've got everything we need. So then we also want the CTAF 1229 in here. 22.9. Okay, that's the CTAF frequency enabled. So we can actually switch to those right now. I'm monitoring and seeing what's going on over there. Alright, and then essentially got an altitude of 2,400. Let's fix that. 2,400 at Wody. If they're going to do as direct Wody, then obviously there's a hold in lieu of a procedure turn here. Actually, if we get vectors, then there's no procedure turn.
Traffic, Warrior 2289, Mike, left.
I have a feeling that's not what's going to happen today.
Aero traffic to runway 17, Air Valley traffic. Awesome, Kilo flight is going to be over
Then basically Wody also serves as the final approach fix with the Maltese cross there at 2,100, which point we can just start descent down to Zovug, which is 22 DME, that's how we'll identify that. 1,420, and then from there down to minimums, which is with due 1,200. Again, if we don't see what we need to see at that point, then we'll initiate the missed approach procedure, which is climb right turn 2,500 to intercept the radial 285.
Air Valley traffic, Warrior 2289.
85 of Woe,
runway 17,
Charlie Quebec Yankee. And we would hold on the 19 DME.
10 o'clock, a little bit high. Got him.
Alright, 79 Mike, clear direct Wody.
Okay, direct Wody this time, 247 Mike. Alright, so I'm going to go to my flight plan. Nope. Right, left turn. coordinated, standard.
Air Valley traffic, Christian Eagle, 9 Juliet Bravo, just east of Alliance. We'll be coming in for landing. North of Houston. Air Valley traffic, Warrior 9284 Mike, 5 miles to the northeast inbound for left downwind 17, Air Valley.
Okay, so looking at this now, we are 18 miles from Wody.
Left base to runway 17, Air Valley traffic. Air Valley traffic, Christian Eagle is just west of the field.
Here as well.
Base in sight. We'll be crossing over and going to the left downwind 17, Air
Yeah,
Valley.
current present position, you can see Wody. It's actually put in kind of the whole little procedure turn here.
So what type of entry are we going to do?
That would be a, well, you
Air
can,
Valley traffic.
you can kind of do both, 2 options here really. You can do a parallel,
Runway 17,
you
Air Valley
can even
traffic.
do a teardrop. Probably stick with a parallel. Couple ways you can figure that out. You look at the hold itself. It's standard hold, so right turns.
Air Valley traffic, Christian Eagles.
Since we're direct to the fix of the hold right now, altitude. Since we're direct to the fix of the hold at this present time, you want to look at the. See, I've got to remember this now. It's been a while. Inbound course, right, 285, and see where that is. Which is 240, 67. So it's just past west, isn't it? Over here, 285. So then, since it's right turn, you put your thumb here. A line down here. So this would be your, I think your teardrop. Parallel will be here, and direct would be underneath. No, that can't be right because it's not direct.
Air Valley traffic, Eagles.
Gotta be the outbound.
7, full stop.
Outbound leg. I want to actually look at the 105 radial. Back on course. Altitude back here. Have a little 8 knot crosswind. So that's what you do there.
Yeah, I kind of use my hands, right?
Air Valley traffic, Christian
Right
Eagles going
turns,
out.
left turns.
Air Valley traffic, Warrior 9284 Mike, joining
Put
the
your
left
pointer
downwind
finger.
17, full stop. Air Valley traffic.
And then find that inbound heading.
Which is 105.
Or sorry, the inbound radial, so
Yeah.
105. So that'd be a teardrop. This would be parallel. Anything
Okay.
under here would be. So on
Air Valley
this
traffic,
one,
Christian Eagles on the upwind to crosswind 17, Air Valley.
we would definitely be a teardrop because we're coming in from over here.
Yeah.
If we were going to do a parallel, that would be coming in from like action,
Are you? Okay.
and then parallel and outbound, and then back in. And this
Yeah, essentially we'd want to fly 101, about 145, something like that.
Ranger 326 Victor Romeo, 5 miles to the west, 5 miles to the east. Be making a low pass of 18.
If we're making right-hand turns, we reduce it by 30. If we're making left-hand turns, we would add 30.
Air Valley traffic, Warrior 9284 Mike,
So,
left base.
instead of a
17, full
145,
stop, Air Valley.
105 is our
Air Valley
outbound.
traffic, Christian
So
Eagles,
we would actually
360 in the
subtract
left
30.
downwind for 17.
Oh, you're right.
Facing Air Valley.
Like a 70, something like that.
So about a 75. We'd fly that 075 and then make that right turn. Coming back inbound. Now, just
Air Valley traffic, Warrior 9284 Mike,
a technique
final
thing you can
17,
do
full stop, Air Valley.
is now that you've got that all kind of figured out, is use that heading bug. Go ahead and bug that 075.
That was like a reminder.
Yeah, because we already know we're going to fly our course needle, so we don't necessarily need the heading bug for that. But what we can do is we can go ahead and bug at 075, so the moment when we cross that fix, now we know, okay,
Oh,
we're
got
going to 075.
Arrow Valley traffic, Chris Eagle doing another right 360 in the left downwind, 4th facing on 17, Arrow Valley.
Now, something else we'd probably want to do is, that we haven't done yet, is we'd want to listen to that VOR.
Okay.
Especially here on the G1000, what do we notice?
It's not there.
It's not showing anything yet, right?
Yep.
So we can listen in.
Nav ones are there. Wanna calm. How do I turn on the nav one like this?
Yep, there you go.
Arrow Valley traffic, Chris Eagle is going to join the base to final 17 full stop Arrow Valley.
Traffic Seneca is 011 Fox 30, the 7.5 westbound traffic,
There anything, right?
3 miles to Vienna on the left, base for 1A, Jacksboro, low time.
Sounds like it's offline.
Yeah, because that's what I think you were saying, that it was...
Yeah, they've been noted them and out, and we could verify too. Don't get any needle there. So what we'll do is we'll just use the GPS to fly it.
Okay.
But it's still good practice to do the procedure turn.
But it's a good... Oh, here it is. I was looking for the Morse codes right there.
Alright, 2479 Mike, descend and maintain. Let's see. Better look. Alright, 2479 Mike. Cross Wody at or above 2,400, cleared VOR Alpha into Ennis.
So cross Wody at or above 2,400, and for the VOR Alpha into Ennis for 7 Mike. So how far out? We're about 7 miles. So yeah, I'd like to... You can, obviously, we want to cross at or above that one. We don't want to have a crazy rush because we've not got a whole lot of time. We've only got to lose 300 feet to the final.
Ranger 6 Romeo.
We also don't want to be kind of, if we've got the opportunity to do it now,
Jacksboro.
let's go ahead and do it, so we'll pull some power out. We'll just do it nice. This is a good practice descent as well. Can't get a nice, and we're going to bug it to 2,400 on here as well. A looker will give you a 500 foot per minute descent.
Current area traffic Avalon 989 Hotel Alpha. We're 7 miles to the south. Going to be entering with straight in final runway 18 turn.
When you do a descent like the final right now, like I've got it to 18 before 1750, right? If I let go, she just wants. Would you trim for that, or would you just leave it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. This one not being a real long descent, I would just hand fly it.
Okay.
If it was a longer descent, I would go ahead and trim it, just so that way I could be
busy with other things.
doing other things. Ennis traffic, Skyhawk 2479 Mike, 2 miles to the south of the field, descending out of 3,000 for 2,400. Practice the VOR Alpha approach. Ennis.
Current municipal area traffic Avalon 989 Hotel Alpha is about to turn final runway 18 turn.
Alright, 200 feet to go. This is a trend line, isn't it? Tells me where I'll be in what, like 5 seconds or something like that?
Yep, that is correct.
To altitude, so I'm going to start beginning that left off. So we don't shoot right through it.
Aero Country traffic, Cessna 734 Papa Uniform, left crosswind, departure to north, Aero Country.
Alright, how far? 3 miles now, so going to get busy in a minute. I'm going to zoom range here.
Current area traffic Avalon 989 Hotel Alpha, 3 mile final runway 18 turn.
So let's talk through this real quick. So you can see Wody straight up ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to fly our predetermined heading with calculated. We're going to need to make sure our timer reference is good here. The time is good because we're going to need to do a minute. So we're going to get to Lodi, we're going to wait for it to transition. Turn to our heading, which we already predetermined as 075. We'll fly outbound. Now what's the way? Yeah, we're going to push us probably out a little bit anyway, so that's fine. We're going to fly for a minute, then we're going to turn right to our inbound course of 285. Then they kind of be busy when so I can only descend once I turn inbound, can't I? A little bit of a headwind. Can I do more than a minute, or is it required a minute?
Oh, you can modify for the wind.
I'm just thinking if I don't get a whole lot of time to set myself up.
Right.
So I'd normally like to get my flaps in and.
Arrow Valley traffic, Southwest 73, uniform Yankees.
It's not a terrible headwind for sure, but. Alright, 0.9 of a mile. The wrong way every time. It's already telling me, hold teardrop, ain't that funny?
Yep.
Don't even got to do no thinking, Kyle.
I know, see, it's great, it does the thinking for you.
We'll just watch our altitude here, we're just going to pick the nose up a bit. 2.
Arrow Valley traffic, Southwest 73, uniform Yankees, left crossing 17, departing pattern to the north, Arrow Valley.
We're going to fly this heading. That timer.
Here's the other great thing about the G1000. You see how you were a little delayed starting your timer.
Oh, it already tells me?
So, it went ahead and started it
Arrow
for
Valley
you.
traffic,
That's
Southwest
crazy.
73, uniform Yankees, left downwind 17, departing the pattern, Arrow Valley. DZ, Barry 989.
It's just a nice little backup, just in case. Oh.
That's pretty wild. Alright, looking at 35 seconds. It's nice, it gives me the distance too, so I'll kind of know how much of a mile distance I'll have to figure myself out.
Right.
S24 coming back. That's all I'm looking for now is just, again, situational awareness is fantastic over here. Look at my course, watching my altitude, and watching my time. I'm going to do maybe a minute 15. I think that's about 2 miles.
IDIS DZ, Barry 989.
I'm going to make my right turn to the inbound course. Here we go.
IDIS DZ, Barry 989.
Right, nice. Can move. Now, can I descend to this turn, or do I have to be inbound?
You can descend in this. I mean, because technically now, you know, you can argue it either way. I think legally to be established, you'd want to be on that inbound course. You want to see that needle centered up.
Okay, well, hang on a second. We got time.
You know, real world speaking, you're kind of established on a part of that approach, but I would generally wait until I'm centered up, inbound, then I'd start my descent.
Clear right rudder, watching altitude, watching the course as we turn. I'm going to actually kind of bring it out a little bit here because I'm going to end up parallel in the course. I'll hold it here for a second to intercept it.
IDIS, Barry 989, how copy? IDIS, Barry 989,
Now I'm going to start slowing things down. So I'm going to pull some power out. Sure, I'm in the white arc. Actually, no, I can do it.
You can go flaps 10, below 110.
Okay, how was it? This thing's down a little bit here, eh? This approach speed that we want of about 90 knots.
Turn municipal area traffic to Haviland 989 Hotel Alphas. We're 3,000 feet crossing over the field, midfield. Going to be setting up for pattern runway 18 Hearn.
Course is coming in a little bit here, so we'll start turning that final approach. And we've got about 1 mile final, so that'll work. We need to descend. Get across the final approach fix of 2001. So 300 feet to get off. So, a little bit of one. We're a little bit high on that because now we've crossed the final approach fix, right?
Yeah.
Set the landing light on.
Alright, landing light, taxi light are both coming on for visibility.
Right. Brake pedal test, autopilot's off, seatbelts, harnesses, mixture best parrots for rich. Set to both. That. Alright, I'm looking for our next one, which is Zovig. Normally, obviously, again, before that final approach, we would have changed that, OBS.
Turn air, Captain 199 Hotel Alpha, crosswind runway 18 Hearn. And left downwind for 17, airport.
That's rough. Now, technique thing for me is, we know we've got a crossing restriction at Zovig.
It's 1,420.
Right. I'd go ahead and bug it.
That's a good idea.
It's just for, you know, mental.
Turn air, Captain 199 Hotel Alpha, turn left downwind runway 18.
How far away are we? 1.4 miles.
Yeah, how do you copy?
Hidden Valley, Super 57 Bravo, final 17, Hidden Valley.
Yeah, you're breaking up. We're on downwind now. We're going to be landing runway 18, letting out a few guys here, and then we just wanted the truck moved. He was a little too close for our wingspan.
The truck's over here? Half a mile from Zovig. I think we don't have to worry about the crossing restriction.
Hidden Valley traffic, good Cherokee 232.
Should be good.
Go about 7 miles north and east of runway 16.
Ennis traffic, Skyhawk 2479 Mike, about 2 miles out to the southeast of the airport. Practicing VOR Alpha approach. Ennis.
Can you see that?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Alright, 1,200 is what we're looking for.
Captain 199 Hotel Alpha, turn left base.
Traffic, 32 Whiskey, turn
left base 17, airport.
Let's see sensitivity here. If you're doing the VOR, technically the sensitivity would decrease because you're going away from it.
Yeah. Interesting enough.
Oh. Alright, we're getting really close to minimums. Alright, there's minimums. I don't hear anything. So I'm going to go
minimum.
Full power.
Minimum.
Not yet, right? When do we go missed on this one?
If due. 0.9 miles. Let's get ourselves. You good. Thank you for catching that.
Roger, we got it now. Thank you. He's off in the grass.
Hidden Valley traffic, just Neil Point east.
Alright, so that is with due.
Now you would go miss. Now
Right.
your alternate miss is going to be straight ahead, climb to 3,000.
57 Bravo, left downwind 17, Hidden Valley.
1,000, so altitude.
And we're just going to maintain present heading.
And off we go. Right, rudder. Where's the airport anyways, I can see?
It's right behind you.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, Windu is basically right over the top of the
Okay.
airport. All right, let's do, just keep your straight climb going to 3,000.
Okay.
And let's set up, or program in the VOR
Hidden Valley
approach going into Grand Prairie, and we'll try to see if they'll let us do it to a circle.
Hillcrest traffic, Supercruiser 396 to Mike 3 mile final. For 17 at Hillcrest.
So probably the easiest way to do this
How am I doing it?
is I would just hit direct. Now change that to Grand Prairie.
Hidden Valley Super Cub final 17 in the grass at Hidden Valley.
Then activate. Now you can just hit your procedure, and it's going to have Grand Prairie pulled in there.
Oh, I see. Been doing pretty good with this thing today.
There you go.
And you always tell me to put something in.
Yeah, I'd always load something.
Alright, so got my heading because I've been distracted. I'm going 3,000, so I've got 500 feet left.
Yep, and I've got that traffic in sight, no factor.
Copy that, thank you. You're here for a reason.
That's about it. That's all I'm good for. I get to look out the window and you don't. Neener, neener.
Hillcrest traffic, Supercruiser 0 to Mike at 1 mile final for 17 at Hillcrest.
Now, if you wanted, you don't have to put your minimums in just yet.
Okay.
You can always go down here, load the approach.
Dude, I think you showed me it's under the timer, isn't it?
Yep, exactly.
I'm starting to remember some of this thing, amazingly.
And the only reason I say that is because let's say they all of a sudden gave you 479er Mike, fly direct Cessna.
Okay.
Now you've got it in there. It's loaded. You're not still trying to figure out where your minimums and everything. Alright, so let's go ahead and go direct Cessna.
Stops of traffic, Stinson 23784, into the west 90.
Now, the other, I'm going to switch off that just so we don't have to listen to it.
Yeah.
The other thing you could have done there too, instead of going into your flight plan and go direct Cessna, and the only reason I say this is because one of the common errors students will do is they will forget to activate their approach.
It's not activated?
So go into Features, Activate Approach, and because we loaded Cessna, that's what it would take us to.
Since I did direct, I technically didn't activate the approach.
I mean, so the G1000 will do it for you in this case, but there are instances where if you have a fix prior to the approach, it won't activate that approach. And students will sometimes think that they've activated that approach because it's a fix like previous to. So it may be a fix on the plate, but it's not part of the actual approach. It's one of those kind of a terminal arrival area type fixes. So if you don't activate approach, then it won't do it. In this case, because that is part of the approach, it is. But I just like to be in the habit of
it didn't hurt us this time, but it could on another approach.
Exactly.
Alright, so let's build brief bug for this one. So right now, obviously flying direct Cessna, we are 14.5 miles, so it gives us some time to hold 3,000. Date is good, so we want 113.1 should be in there, and it is identified. Let's just try for the shits and giggles, just listening to it.
219 Victor, report this is Dan.
619 Victor, enter downwind, report base.
It should be...
Enter downwind, report base.
Oh, this one, isn't it? It's quite simple.
And you may have to press it.
Over here?
Push, yep, and you'll see where it says ID pop.
Oh, got you, okay, that's good to know. This is why I wanted to practice this.
Oh, that was nav 2.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay. Timing, Hal.
There we go, perfect.
So we can switch that off. Alright, so, we've ID'd it. Approach course is going to be 356. We've got 4,100 foot of available runway. Circling to runway 18, not authorized at night. Well, it's not night. AWAS 118475. Switch, let's go down like this. Switch.
3027.
Cruiser approaching use, runway 18. Advisors contact, you have information, Papa.
For now.
Grab information, Papa time 15500, wind 14085, flight position 7000 scattered, 9,500 scattered, 12,000 broken. Visibility 10, temperature 13, dew point 7, altimeter 3027.
She's not changing.
Cruiser approaching use, runway 18. Advisors contact, you have information, Papa.
Alright, so we got Papa, which is good. So our altimeters haven't changed, 3027, 3027 on that one.
Always gives me a slight startle when I hear that start hitting the windshield. I'm like, wait, hang on.
What's going on?
What did we hit?
Shit your pants. Alright, so we've got that in. Regional approach, Grand Prairie Tower should be 12855. We've got that there. Let's get ground 12115. I feel like I'm getting more proficient with this. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Considering I haven't flown in so long?
Yeah, I think you're getting this down very well.
Which is nice, because that's usually thought it was like, there's always a delay. I mean, I'm still a bit fluffy sometimes.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Alright. And then, basically with this one, 2000 to intercept Cessna.
219, Victor, turning left base, runway 18.
We're going to do Cessna, we're going to fly to the final approach fix, which is high Z, which is 14.9 from the TTC VOR. We're going to make sure that we change over, hit the OBS at that point.
Land, 5T19 Victor.
It'll be the CDI.
CDI, dagnabbit, okay. Just as I'm talking about how smart I am.
Tower, Skyhawk 313 Alpha Alpha, holding short runway 18.
CDI.
Chuck 313 Alpha Alpha, Grand Prairie Tower, roger.
Written that on there just to remind us.
Hold short for running traffic, 313 Alpha Alpha.
With that traffic.
Yeah, I've got them in sight.
Number Tower Cessna 5219, Victor, turning final, runway 18.
Basically what we're going to descend down to our circling minimum.
Clear line, sorry about that.
Which is going to be 1,100 for class category A. 1.5 miles visibility, that puts us 510 feet above the surface. We want to stay within 1.3 miles
Mike Charlie,
on a circling.
10 miles south.
So we'll try that today.
System 951 Mike Charlie, Grand Prairie Tower, report passing on the down for downwind runway 18.
Then on this approach climbing,
951 Mike Charlie.
to 3,000, left turn to heading 230 to intercept the TTT radial 206, you can kind of see here, to hold at Tiller. That's going to be a direct entry on that. Oops. So Daisy, and then 7.2. So I can call them at.
Yeah, we'll call them just outside of Cessna and just request.
2 miles.
Yeah, and just request the practice VOR 36 approach circle to land 18. Now, so another technique, you know, not only bringing this up here,
November 522,
but something else I do when I'm briefing and everything.
Information.
Notice how the airplane gets in these banks every now and then. Just use your feet.
Report the down for down.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can make this airplane bank just by using that adverse yaw.
It's funny you say that actually, because I remember I was doing my long cross country for commercial, and I did I was trying to see how long I could do that for without having to use my hand.
Yeah.
I was bored.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I say, just a technique thing. That way you could still be hands here, you can be programming, and as you're and you see it doing something, yeah, just give it a little push on that rudder pedal, hold it, let it come back. It just keeps your hands, you know, free.
I forgot to do though.
What's that? There you go. Good catch, good catch.
That's because I remember you saying we'll try this in a minute, and then I was like, wait.
And I forgot. Here, I talked you out of putting it in earlier, and then I forgot to remind you to put it in.
There we go. But yeah, I remember that from the last lesson we did, that I it.
Alright, let's see. Go ahead and descend to make 2,000.
Down to 2,000, 247 at my. Now I'm cold, so I'm going to try and fly that bug, keep that. Altitude set to 2,005.
I set that altitude at 2,000.
2,000 you said, okay, copy.
Yeah. Hopefully, look out, I don't see anybody else coming inbound, so.
We'll make opportunity. I know last time he let us go all the way to minimums on the circling.
Yeah, sometimes, it just, it just depends. Depends on how we time it. This looks like
Grand Prairie Tower, 79945. We are 4 miles northwest inbound. Full stop.
Alright, well, just 3 miles, I'll call him at 2.
Who was that calling tower?
Roger, Skyhawk 79945, 4 miles northwest.
Skyhawk 79945, tower runway 18, clear to land, you're number 1.
25 to 2.
79945, clear to land, number 1.
System 1, Mike Charlie, enter a downwind, report left base, you're following traffic on right base.
Do you give him a courtesy call and then tell him what you want, or would you just call him?
I just call him, tell him everything you want.
Alright. Grand Prairie Tower, Cessna 2479 Mike. We're about 2 miles from Cessna. I'd like to request a practice VOR Alpha with a circle to 18.
Grand Prairie Tower, report the final approach fix inbound.
Bitch, stepped on someone.
Alright, we'll report final approach fix inbound 2479 Mike.
Well, it was us he was talking to?
Yeah, it was us.
It really quick, like I almost stepped on somebody.
No, he actually stepped on you.
November 951, Mark Charlie,
For whatever reason, he
System 1, Mike Charlie, again, enter downwind, report base,
he didn't give you the chance to finish telling him anything. He just
downwind report base, 1 Mike Charlie.
Alright, 200 feet to go. I'm going to turn right in 8 seconds, which is cool. Alright.
Now this is one of those where the G1000 will help you lead your turn.
I like that.
Because it's a fix instead of just intercepting a course.
Altitude's coming up, so I'm bringing the power back in.
Tower 5243, is that the them?
System 5243, tower enter downwind, report base.
Under downwind, report base, 243.
Overshot a little bit, so we'll just go push that wind to 7 knots, so we're going to bring the diamond and go slightly past the diamond.
And did you notice why that overshot?
I didn't hold standard rate.
There you go. Good job. Absolutely.
I know what I did, Kyle, and I'll pay. I'll serve my time.
But that's good. You're noticing those things. How many students would be like, well, I don't know. I turned when the G1000 told me.
We're just flying slightly off the bug there, but let's just do a quick descent. So powers, mixture's full rich, fuel valve is on both. Go ahead and turn the landing lights, taxi lights.
Lights on.
Autopilot's brakes, we'll check. Pedal test, fuel valves both as required. Gained a little bit of altitude. We are 6 miles from the final approach fix, which we are going to report.
System 1, Mike Charlie, make a short approach runway when they could land.
Clear to land, November 951, Mike Charlie.
Yeah, make a short approach now, enter base now, please.
Short approach, 951, Mike Charlie.
Just a 945, you're going to follow traffic, it's on a left base short approach.
You say what we got, everything's good, instruments set.
Roger, 9945, looking for that traffic on left base. Tower 0648 Charlie is about 6.5 miles to the northwest, inbound for a full stop, 648 Charlie.
Sure, 648 Charlie, Grand Prairie Tower, report the stadium for right base, runway 18.
Report stadium for right base, 648 Charlie.
Say your altitude, sir.
We're lowering down to 1800, 648 Charlie.
Grand Prairie Tower, Cherokee 664, 650, holding short of 18.
Did you turn that off?
Cherokee 6664 Whiskey Tower, short of
it would
runway
kill
18.
your GPS.
Oh, right.
Says 52243, you're following traffic, short final runway 18, clear to land.
Looking for traffic, clear to land, runway 18. We got the traffic inside, 5243.
So 945, runway 18, clear to land.
945, clear to land.
System 951, Mike Charlie, just roll all the way to the end, keep your speed up, please.
Keeping the speed up, 1 Mike Charlie.
Turn left at Echo and taxi to the ramp.
Echo to ground, 1 Mike Charlie.
Number 945, you're clear to land, plenty of room on the runway.
945, clear to land, looks good.
Yeah, I know it looks good. Alright, so 2.7 miles. I'm going to start slowing down here. I'm going to make sure I'm within below 110. Notch your flaps in, hold that off. I am in with a bit of nose pressure. That slows us down a bit. And I also, since I'm 2 miles, before I forget, I'm going to change the CFII.
Alright.
To VOR 1, which is what that, well, they're both set to it. And then incept at 2000, so we're going to report the final approach fix as well, so we need to as well as begin our descent. So it gets a little bit busy here. Watch
November 495, taxi via Delta to the ramp.
495 via Delta to the ramp. We're going to FBO for lunch, I guess. Park right here, or where do we park?
Left turn on Alpha, go up by the fuel truck, just to the left of the fuel truck.
Okay.
All right.
That was interesting.
Thank you, sir. Say your freak or go ground?
We just got over the water though, maybe it's that.
Frequency.
Say your frequency.
Little speed bump.
Speed bump, yeah.
Wanted to make sure you're,
648 Charlie,
you know.
reporting a beam with Stadium.
Sierra 648 Charlie, tower runway 18, clear to land.
Runway 18, clear to land, 648 Charlie.
Alright, 0.4 miles, everything looks good. Descent, I'm going to call him. And Grand Prairie Tower, 2479 Mike reporting the final approach fix.
This is 79 Mike, roger. Down to minimums, enter left downwind front runway 18.
Down to minimums and left downwind, 2479 Mike. Okay. Oh, it looks like he's letting us go down to minimums.
Yeah, cool.
So we're going to bring the power, I get that 500 feet per minute descent. We're looking for, this is the kind of wonky one, isn't it, where you've got to get by JPEG.
Yeah,
To
so
get down to 1,100.
we've got under 2 miles to go to get to 1,100 feet, and we got a 14 knot tailwind. So 500 feet a minute's probably not going to work for us.
Go down to 1,000 feet.
Yeah, so this is where pull a little extra power out. You've already got flaps 10 in, so that's good. Probably going to have to descend a little faster than we normally would just to try to get to those minimums.
Give the traffic right to left taxi ramp.
Let me wait for that traffic and then taxi ramp.
Wind, I forgot to take a lift here.
Cherokee 6664 Whiskey, runway 18, cliff takeoff, traffic on a 1 mile final.
18, cliff takeoff, 6 o'clock.
November 4 Bravo Charlie, traffic departing. No, I'm sorry, November 48 Charlie, traffic departing prior to your arrival.
See why people don't typically descend like
got
this?
that traffic inside, 648 Charlie.
I mean,
Yeah.
good, a little bit bumpy.
Grand Prairie Tower, Bonanza 6791.
You can feel it pushing around.
Landing full stop.
All right, you can go visual.
I go visual.
Bonanza 6791,
And you
Grand
can
Prairie
start your
Tower,
circle.
roger, report east of the marina,
Which
left downwind,
You
runway
can go ahead
18.
and start your circle.
I'll remain east of the marina and report that.
He's got one
location
taken
at,
off. I just figure we'll go ahead and break off.
That's thoughtful of you.
Left down.
We're right at minimums. We're right at so it worked out pretty good. I say a little faster descent than normal, but
It's the only way you can do it, though, like you said.
it is. Especially if this was a real world approach type of day where you're taking it minimums.
Yeah.
And if you had a strong tailwind and you're having to circle, then you're going to descend faster than normal. Or else you'll never get to minimums before you get to your missed approach point.
True that.
Yeah, looking for them. Oh, there they are. They're just off the runway.
That was nice of him to give us that.
Oh, yeah, especially with that one coming off the runway. They're right there about our 10 o'clock. He let us take it all the way into minimums, and it worked out.
I see him.
That was great. And we're maintaining right at that MDA, going to keep it within that 1.3 nautical miles.
How do you think I am right now?
I can tell you. That's not what I meant to hit. I meant to hit that. There.
Grand Prairie Tower, Cessna 424 Tango Romeo, holding short 18 southbound departure.
Just 44
Something
Tango
else
Romeo,
you can
tower
do is you
18,
can bring
cliff
this
takeoff.
over.
Cherokee 64 Whiskey,
The
connect
nearest?
departure.
Okay.
Departure 6 o'clock.
Oh, really close.
Grand Prairie Tower, Bonanza 6791 past the marina.
Number 68 Charlie, taxi ramp. Just 424 Tango Romeo, runway 18, cliff takeoff.
18 clear for takeoff for Tango Romeo.
Bonanza 791, enter downwind, report left base.
I'm going to report left base 6791.
That way it's a bit weird because I'm already kind of low.
Right.
So do I just kind of hold off for a second?
I would. I would hold this altitude all the way until you intercept that course. Because then you'll have your VASIs.
That's how 247 Dynamic setting left base for 18.
279 micro 918, clear to land.
18, clear to land, 247 Dynamic. Clearance is received.
Grand Prairie Tower, clear track 468 is 1.5 to the south of information, Quebec, inbound for touch and goes.
Alright, little tailwind.
You're who and where?
Clear track 468, 11 to the south, information, Quebec.
Clear check 468, DFW Tower, report east of the marina for left downwind on 918, please.
Did he say DFW Tower?
Marina, runway 18,
I heard that too.
Clear track 468.
And are you just going to do one touch and go and then leave, or are you staying in the pattern a little bit?
We'll do some pattern work, clear track 468.
Okay.
Clear track, isn't that at ATP?
Yeah, it is. I think he was just messing around when he said DFW Tower. I don't know why.
791 traffic, you're flying short, final 918, could land.
Very nice.
Nice. Because I haven't landed in like, how long? Like 2 fucking months? So I'll take it.
That was good.